So I don't hear us at all when they're supposed to hear us.
So it's
Oh, there we are.
yep. How are we sounding? Good. You can hear us people.
I think we're good.
Awesome. Yay. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. Cut it back a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to the Days of Green. I am Andrew, and it's my wife, Christine. Yep.
Hopefully we're up and running now. We're gonna be joining Zira once again, deep under the ground. See if we can't get away from these ghosts. Last time that we played, we found ourselves in the city of Zacupus, which is an ancient underground city, the bridge between the Upper Dark and the Underdark. And the locals are not very welcoming.
I know. In Zacupus, they are really not.
So
They are dead, actually, so it's kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
we find ourselves in kind of a little bit of a hairy situation. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll be able to get out. If not, then Zira's adventure trying to get to the Underdark is going to be cut tragically short.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Cool. Yeah. So Zira, she is down in Zacupus, and she is wandering about. She met back up with her friend Toggle, and who was somewhat chained up. His hands were chained, and all of a sudden, ghosts appeared all around them. Stuff. So they're in this city where, yeah, they were the ones, and this is the city in which broke open the gap, and this was probably one of the first openings into the Underdark, and something had taken place, and then all of a sudden all these people in this city had died. So now their ghosts remain. So Zira's going to have to make her way through it, and her previous exit is kind of blocked up. Her original helper was Quando, who obviously wasn't a very trusty kind of person and stuff.
Yes.
And so, yeah, you are.
He's making his way deeper to kind of prepare for our descent, but Giant Spider kind of ruined that plan a little bit.
Yeah. Cool. We'll go ahead and get into it. And also, we are playing DC-20, so get connected and stuff, learn the game. That's what we're doing and stuff. Is we've been doing this for playing DC-20 for a couple months now, and so we're slowly learning the game as well and stuff. It's pretty interesting. So let's get into it then.
We'll make sure that we put a link in the comments for if you wanted to go check out. They have a PDF. We're still in the beta phase, but it's a lot of fun. If you do D&D, then DC-20 is a lot of fun to switch over to. So.
Yep, and if we get to it, we'll be running a creature out of the bestiary that they have for the first volume bestiary, and there's a beast in it that I am ready to run, but I don't think that Zira is going to get to it. Possibly, we'll see. But
hopefully our stream will keep up. Sorry guys, it's a little rough. We've been having trouble with our connection tonight.
Yeah.
It is showing that the bit rate is slower. It's recommended. So hopefully we won't lose our connection.
Yeah, if we do. If we don't, we don't. We do.
It is
cool.
what it is. Let's all just have fun and play some DC-20.
Yep. Cool. Okay. Let's see what we got. So, Zira, you are in between what appears to be a bunch of ghosts. Okay? This is not an easy circumstance for you. Okay? The one main ghost seems to be just making noises and stuff. And all the other ghosts start kind of drifting from these houses and stuff. They all resemble somewhat of a person-esque that used to probably live in these parts and stuff, okay? And you just see what appears to be a big man and stuff tumbled over his working mill, and he kind of starts getting up and looking at you, and then his face completely changes, and there's a green glow in his eyes that dart in you and see through, and then he starts getting up and fading straight towards you. And a lady who then slides right through her door, her ghost presence goes right through the door, and there she is, and then her hands are long and fingers long, and then she points and she starts ripping towards you. Toggle turns to you, and he says to you, yeah, let's move.
Yeah. Okay, let's do things.
Cool. We're gonna do a skill challenge. Okay. So originally I wasn't gonna try to do any damage to you and stuff, but I think I might now, knowing how much AC we're gonna have. We're gonna start putting up our AC and stuff so that you can see Zira's, or I don't know why I said AC, HP, so that you can start seeing Zira's health. For now, let's try to do it.
I'm not in the best shape.
What are you at? Let's see. So that would be 5. I don't know what it is about basic math, but like when your brain is fried, then basic math is not the easiest.
No, I will agree with you there.
Like, how do I get to 6 from 11? Oh gosh. I'm like teaching my son this, and it's cool. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple skill challenges and stuff, so we'll see how all this goes. You see these ghosts that are starting to come towards you. Okay, so this is somewhat of a skill challenge, a combat skill challenge, but it's also environment skill challenge. So you're trying to understand where you are as well. So,
Gotcha.
as well as obviously find a safe place. Okay.
Yes.
So
we're gonna want to do like investigation type roll.
yep, pretty much.
Survival.
The first one is going to be a combat one though.
Okay.
Just to warn you. Okay. What are you doing?
I can't roll for a spell attack, can I?
You spell inclined?
Well, I have that one ability, the fire, which I don't think
You can. It would be an attack because I believe it falls under your attack stuff.
Yeah. I saw the page. So yeah, it's the attack. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it would be an attack kind of thing. So I would recommend probably
So yeah, attack.
rolling for that one. Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's
Yep.
do it then. Which dice is it gonna be? This one. Alright, and then I have to take 3 off of it because of my exhaustion levels, correct?
Oh yeah, I should warn our audience. Yep. So Zira has 3 levels of exhaustion, so she takes -3 to everything she rolls. So she's gonna roll her dice and see how well she does. You're doing a spell. You said a fire spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the fire with 5, right?
Yep.
Um, so it's gonna be a 15.
Set a 15 on that one.
And I'm blasting it towards this main ghosty dude.
Got you. Start down, but then I started around stuff. Cool. You said the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
With that, you then quickly turn and Toggle starts racing down the pathway. He is just a step ahead of you. You quickly turn your hand up, and fire just fumes out of your hands. You can feel the burning in your hand as you just shoot all your power straight at the main guy. He's kind of making noises. And then as he goes to reach out, the fire blazes past him, and it covers up portion of these side doors. Okay, let me just go ahead. No, I won't even add stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Cool. From Zira. Okay, and you guys start charging down this way. That was successful. You guys were able to evade through a portion. Okay, not you, dude. Stay there. Not you, dude. Stay there. I want you, Toggle. Hey! His hands are chained and stuff, and he's still racing right next to you, okay? These things kind of quickly just start drifting where you were, and then turn ever so slightly and look at you and creep-wise, okay? As you are racing through this corridor, they kind of, you can see them, like, look at you, and then all of a sudden, they vanish, and then they reappear right next to you as you're racing. But you guys quickly kind of continually pass through as they're kind of following you ever so slightly, just vanishing and then reappearing just a little bit far away from you, farther away. Okay?
Okay.
Here goes the next round, okay? So, in this skill challenge, you are going to have to try to figure out your way through this place, okay? So,
Now, for the mental, you said I do not take the exhaustion.
No.
Right, okay.
So basically, her exhaustion is mainly on mostly focusing on might and agility. So she doesn't have the. So that's somewhat of a benefit I gave to her because I felt bad for like exhausting her and everything.
So,
So let's do.
spiders and funny sticks and their games.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is the DC that she's gonna have to beat. I'm hopefully gonna hold it in front of the camera nicely. And then this is actually the guys that. So she's fighting these guys right now. Some of the scale challenge. I won't show you guys. So basically, it's a geist. Geist?
Geist.
Guys, thank you.
Yeah.
But they're ghost-esque kind of creatures. You can hear them howling. Okay, and as you guys keep charging forward, it gets dimmer and dimmer and darker and darker. Okay, you're having a rough time somewhat seeing. It's pitch dark in these windows or rooms.
Dark vision.
You have, okay, cool. So that is good enough. What did you roll for your...
So I did survival.
Okay.
To try to read the terrain as a ranger. I can do that. And that's a non-nat 21.
Oof, gosh. And with that, you go charging down the path and stuff. Toggle says, hey, follow me. You said you did what?
Survival.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. The farther you go, you notice that these creatures are having trouble finding you. Okay? But one of them appears like right next to Toggle, and then he then looks, and then he doesn't look at you with his eyes, but with his presence. Okay? I don't know how to explain that.
It's got the sixth sense.
Yes. And then it kind of then turns and tries to grab at you, and then he barely misses you as you and Toggle continually race down. Okay.
Okay.
You guys continue on your path, and soon you start to stop seeing ghosts, and you guys kind of get your breath. Okay. Pull it up closer.
Okay.
Okay.
Another one?
Yes. You guys are in a calm state right now. Okay. The ghosts are behind you and stuff. You can see what appears to be a spirit, the green spirit of the main one, kind of up in the air, floating all through these areas, moving, dashing throughout and stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Somewhat looking for you in the distances. Okay.
Can I then do an investigation check?
Okay.
To try to find a place.
As you are going through these areas and stuff, you can hear people chattering and talking. Get down from there, Johnny. Boy. And then all of a sudden, a voice kind of just passes by you and stuff. It's like as though like the city is still alive, but it's not. It's living.
So would I be using investigation to look for a safe place then to try to settle, or would...
You said you're using investigation for what?
Like, I'm trying to find a place for us to, like, hide. You know,
Okay.
that we can, like, go and, like, maybe mask our
Gotcha.
bodies a little bit. So, would you say awareness or investigation?
That is, I'm going to let it up to you, which one you want to do. Okay. As you're racing through these chambers and stuff, just go ahead and roll and pick one. As you're going through these chambers, and he says, I've been traveling through here for quite some time, and stupid same thing over. Everything looks like the same. How they built these, don't make any sense. How did you do on that one?
It's another non-nat 21. And look who's here.
Yep.
It's a boy. I'm Jackson.
Yeah. Is a menace to society. Cool. These are the things that you're able to notice. Okay, he talks to you as he's traveling through about a chamber that he found that is very solitude away. But as you're racing through, you can see what appears to be a very guarded up door, heavy door and stuff, and it looks to be slightly opened. As you're passing by it, you can see that it is completely empty. As you guys creep by and stuff, you're able to see into it, and it is what appears to be an empty, dusty, old kind of church-esque kind of place. Okay?
I like tap Toggle's shoulder and I point.
Says, He looks and he's like, I don't know. I don't know if this would be a good place for us to stop. You don't look too good. Is this where you really want to stay?
Where can be safe?
With that, he kind of walks over to the door and he pushes it open. And then he says, looks pretty safe for me. You guys push into this chamber. He closes up the door. Cool. You are successful through the skill challenge.
Yay!
So, with all those successes, 1 second. Let me see if I can actually try and spound a bit. No, you know what? Sorry guys, the music is like blast into my ears. I was like, oh, that's a good setting of music. But then like the music like builds. Cool. All right then. He says, I've been here for quite some time. Can you help me with these chains or what? He kind of looks at you.
Of course, hang on. I'm gonna do... I guess what, trickery for sleight of hand?
It shouldn't be too hard, okay? So what we're gonna go ahead and do is that this is somewhat of a breaking point for you, okay? So for you to kind of rest if you need to rest, okay?
Yeah.
You assume that you're somewhat safe in this place or in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
yes. Okay, so I'm gonna try to help him remove the chains.
Okay. He kind of like reaches his hand over to you and stuff as you're kind of working through this. He kind of says to you. He says to you, "What happened? How did you get in here? Don't you know? You should have stayed away."
Well, I was kind of trapped by one of those giant spiders and didn't really have a lot of options.
Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, you hear the clicking of the locks and stuff, and then they kind of fall to his side. And he says to you, "This is not good for you. It's not safe for you here."
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Yep.
Come on, Toggle.
You're gonna have
How
to
are
take.
you alive?
He kind of like laughs and he says, "I have my ways, all right."
Quando told me you were dead.
Quando. And then he kind of looks at you. Who's Quando?
He was the other goblin who was guiding me down here.
And then he kind of he pushes up against you and he says, "What did he look like?"
Like you, but uglier?
He kind of glares at you and he says, and then he kind of looks at the chains and he says, "The one that trapped me. Better hope I never see him again."
Wait, he trapped you here?
Yes. He threw me to die to this pit. This hellhole.
So why did he save me and trap you?
He kind of is like looking out the windows and stuff and trying to puzzle things a little bit. And then he kind of says to you, "He's probably worth something to him."
Yeah, well, he was on taking me down. We got separated, though.
Hmm.
There we go. Yeah, so... I mean, I knew I couldn't trust him. But he was the only one willing to take me down. And I thought you were dead, so... Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway... How are we gonna get out of here?
He continues to look out the window, pondering the thoughts.
Are we safe in here?
You can go ahead and take a look around if you want to, or kind of try to like figure things out a little bit.
Take a look around your mineral.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Gotcha.
ghost?
You said 12. Yeah, you can tell that it's an old church that you guys are in. It is. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Yeah, it's an old church that you guys are in. It has what appears to be like a strange statue and stuff of what appears to be 4 different types of animals and stuff that sit to the center, and then somewhat of a dried up pond that used to probably have water flowing in it and stuff. And then a lot of what appears to be like strange coins that you've never seen, but they're so badly rusted out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the metal on it is not too well looking and stuff. And then you see what appears to be a bunch of books. I would assume they're kind of like from ancient text, whatever. Maybe like from the Underdark-esque stuff. Okay. But other than that, it's very dusty and it's very dirty in here and stuff. And then you can also see on the walls there are like burn marks here and there that kind of pass through some parts of these walls. Okay, very strange, like something got burned or something. Okay. As he is still pondering out the window.
I'm gonna kind of meander my way over to one of the books and see if it's anything interesting.
Okay. Cool. You walk your way over to the books and stuff, and you start kind of passing through it. You see a lot of pictures of just, it is very beautiful drawings, okay? And it's beautiful drawings of just the different people that have lived. Like it talks about this. It is written in a very angelic kind of language, and there are many beautiful stories. Like it's kid stories-esque, okay? And it talks about just how refined things are, like the lifestyles and everything like that, and the benefits of this establishments and stuff, and Zacupus and stuff, and then their purpose. It seems like their goal is obviously to dig and to reach deeper and stuff, to connect with their brethren that have reached out to them, and so that's what this book is talking about and stuff. Okay. And with that, we're going to go ahead and run through a rest. So basically, I'm assuming you have not taken a long rest yet, have you?
No, I have not.
Okay, so let me go ahead and see what this looks like. Let's see it. Okay, so I think we talked about it. So basically, you can take one long rest within 24 hours. So that's what you'll be doing, okay? And then it consists of 8 hours, and it's halved up. So for the 4 hours, you can do light activity or no activity. So for the first 4 hours, let's go ahead and start with this. What do you want to do? Toggle says, I'm gonna continue on. I'll be right back. Do you hear me? I haven't seen any movements or anything happening around here.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to be separated, Toggle.
I think it's a perfect idea. Do you know why I say that? And he kind of walks up to you. Is because I'm not concerned about myself. I'm concerned about you, but you should be fine because I haven't seen anything here. As long as you stay quiet, I don't think you'll have any trouble. You'll be able to rest up. Just hide yourself behind that statue over there.
Right.
You should be good.
Alright.
And he kind of throws his cloak over it and stuff to kind of cover up the spot for you.
Uh-oh. That's just true.
Ooh. Maybe I should plug in the wire.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Been trouble with our stream health all night.
Did great.
So,
Maybe.
you're back. This is one of the fun parts about doing live shows.
Check that out. Sorry.
It's still showing. We're it's still showing.
Okay.
Wait, see how it settles?
Yeah. Well,
Alrighty. So yeah, Toggle's heading out. I'm gonna hide around the corner. I'm just gonna grab a couple books.
gotcha. That's
Try
good.
to build my knowledge of the area and of, maybe what we might encounter down here.
See you later. You kind of old.
See you, Toggle.
Okay. So, in these books, go ahead and tell the story. I don't know if I wanted to tell the story. I kind of wanted to, but I kind of wasn't sure. One of the tales that you read in here and stuff, you start reading about a man by the name of Timicus. I didn't just make up that name.
No.
Timicus. Cool. All of a sudden you start reading this story and stuff about Timicus as you are resting. Let's go ahead and actually roll, and it's going to be for an awareness, please. I won't, you shouldn't have any negatives toward it, but go ahead and roll. And
7.
awesome. Cool. Okay, so this is the story of Timicus, as you go ahead and read on. Timicus was a wise man, and he studied a lot of books while he was in the upper worlds. Okay, he was very follower of the many gods. But one day he heard a calling coming from a strange into the woods. When he was in the woods, he found a calling from this tree, and so his mind started to drift. And when he started getting closer to this tree, he felt the ground crumble underneath him. And when he did, he fell into this chamber. And there he felt a pretty good amount until he fell into some water. And then when he came out of the water, he looked up and he saw what appeared to be a gigantic spider. And he was scared at first. But then the water slowed a little bit and everything got quiet. And he noticed that the spider wasn't moving. And as he climbed out of the water, he noticed that he wasn't a actual spider. It was a statue of a spider. Okay. And so then that's where he found a lot of the writings, a lot of the readings and stuff. And he started to read about what things were, where this was from, and he wanted to study it. And soon that drove him to kind of start to build. So he traveled down here a lot, and he started to kind of gather more information about what this place was. Until finally, as the city grew, for Zacupus, the city grew, they could hear voices. The deeper they dug and the farther they went, they could hear voices chanting for them. Okay? And then all of a sudden, that is where the story ends. Okay?
Great. Mysterious chanting voices.
Yep.
Okay. So, how long of a rest am I getting?
You're gonna go ahead and get, so let's see, 4 hours of no activity. So, as you were reading this book, all of a sudden, a little ember slides through the air and lands on your shoulder and sizzles your shirt. And then a glow from the outside, light shines through what appears to be some kind of hole in his covers that he put over.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look up, let's go ahead and see how well he does. You can see what appears to be an ember creature, a fire-esque looking creature looking down at you. And embers start catching and burning onto the fabric that is right above you, and it just starts splitting in fire.
Hey, I'm gonna throw it off.
And with that, all of a sudden, you then can see what appears to be some kind of fire-esque ghost creature that is standing in the room above you. Okay? It is probably about 20 feet high of a room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let's go and roll for initiative.
So I don't get any rest benefits?
No, because you didn't succeed in the awareness.
Okay.
I feel like a bad person, but I have to go with the story.
8.
Cool. You get to go first.
Okay. Hmm. Against a fire ghost?
Yep.
Can you even... Alright, I'm gonna roll a, what is it, like, perceived creature, or... What is it? Like a battle.
I got this one for you, right here. Put that out of the way.
Analyze creature, yes. Okay. I'm gonna do an analyze creature. I'm gonna use my Underdark knowledge. Like that. It's non-nat 21.
Let's see. You said a nat 21.
A non-nat 21.
Gotcha.
For analyze creature.
Let's see if I can throw this in there. Let's see. Come on, go in there nicely. That'll be good enough. I think that'll work for it.
Those driver vibes.
Yeah, improvising. And provides. Cool. You said what for the...
I got a 21, so success is +5 is the stat, so I actually get to learn everything because it's a DC 10.
Okay, so you're analyzing creature.
Yes.
Cool. Yep.
Everything about this fire ghost.
Gotcha. Cool. I didn't expect those to be running anyone much, but I guess so. Cool. He's a Cindergeist. So I'm assuming that in the fire plane you kind of had an experience, or you know about the Cindergeist and stuff. So basically, I'm assuming they're like a half and half fire ghost creature. Cool. And analyze creature knowledge lore plus a stat as well, or no?
Yeah, I get everything.
Their HP is I'm gonna have them at 9.
Okay.
Is 9 HP. Okay. So this is actually from the monster book that recently just came out, the Bestiary. So we'll see how it goes. And I'll try to get through it pretty quickly if we can. If not, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, it basically does some pretty good damage. It's going to do like fire damage as well. It's going to do umber damage. So you got to be kind of careful. I think you're resistant by 1. Cool, but not umbral, which is going to be nice. And they have some pretty... So I think what you've studied and stuff about the Underdark and stuff, you have never ran into, I think, one of these. You've only heard it because maybe you and your father had traveled through some of the cities, and then he's warned you about some of those cities and stuff. He said that for a time, what happens is these Cindergeist kind of float through and devour, like the souls come, and then these Cindergeist come and then devour the souls that are of the bodies or something like that.
Okay.
You know? So
do I know if I can hit it with an attack? Like...
I'll give you one more thing, and then I'll give you that, okay? So it has a resistance to physical.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm going to give you. And I'll let you take your turns and your actions. It's not good.
No, it's not good. Of course it's not good. It's never good for me, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I will shoot it with an arrow.
Can I do you a favor?
Don't do it.
There.
You don't like a block in the face? Okay, yes, I'm gonna shoot it with an arrow, and then I am going to use my Hunter's Strike, so I'm gonna use my stamina point. To add... That's stupid. That's
okay, I'm gonna do this too. So if you don't take an action, then I'm gonna take
Okay,
my
I'm gonna
actions.
leave. I'm just gonna leave.
That's my way of kind of like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna try to escape. Okay.
Yeah.
He is like in your space, so you're gonna have to
Oh, I
move
thought
with
he
the
was
opportunity
above
to.
me.
He is just above you in 5 space. He's 1 space
I
away
thought
from you.
you said he was like 20 feet up.
I'll give that. He is 20 space up, so he is drifting down towards you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave.
Cool. So you're using 1, 2, 3 actions.
Yeah.
Gosh, you coward.
But you basically just told me I've got no chance against him.
I never said that. I never said you had no chance against him.
Okay, let's do this then. I'll go to the door.
No. Do what you're gonna do.
I'll go to the door, I'll cover the door, and then I'll shoot an arrow at him.
No, you're moving. You're running away from him. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you used 3 actions, right? Let's do this. Let me go ahead and just turn on the grid, and let's count it up because I'm coming after you. Let's do this. Ready? So you get 5 movements, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, and then you're using a minor action, open, close. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Are you gonna close the door too?
No, I don't see much point.
Okay. 5. Cool. And then you're moving again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, no. Which way are you going? I should know it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you come to a 4-way. Okay, you can see one way is a little bit foggy to your. Let me just do my thing. To one way, you can see it's a little foggy in this direction. Obviously, you can go back the way you came if you wanted to. This way is pretty dark. For some reason, there's a strange darkness around here. And then over here, you can see a bunch of just weird drapings that are coming down from the roofs. Okay, what is your choice?
Can I actually use an action to roll for survival to see if I can't find footprints? See which way Toggle went?
You would have to spend one of your actions. So you use 2 actions to move already.
Yeah, so
you got like 3 more.
I have 2 more movement.
Yeah, 2 more movement.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because 8.
8.
Do I see any footprints in the dust?
You cannot find his tracks at all. Okay.
Okay.
You are not sure where he went, and then all of a sudden you hear a howling noise coming from up above you, as you can see what appears to be that green glow of that similar ghost-esque creature floating around. It is howling and is looking for you.
I'm gonna duck to the side of this building then.
Okay. Now, which way are you going?
That way.
Gotcha. Cool. You said 1, 2.
Yep. No, just 2. There you go.
2 movements, and that's it as far as you can go.
Yep. And I'm gonna press myself up against the wall.
Got you. You didn't use one for stealth, did you?
Nope.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for a search. You're not. I have to just research because you didn't stealth. You didn't have a chance to stealth.
No, but you didn't see where I went.
How about this? I'll beat a 10. If I beat a 10, then I get it. Since you didn't stealth. You're like racing. You're trying to find his tracks. Ooh, good job. Let me see if he has any skills for... Nope, he doesn't have any skills. Oh, his passive awareness is 12. Okay, cool. You can just see all of a sudden a glowing fire shooting out from the cracks of the rocks from the building which you just came from. And then all of a sudden, embers just shoot out from those cracks. And then all of a sudden, you see this figure of the same come out of it and stuff. And then he's dashing around looking. And he's floating here. He's going to try to do it. So he did 1 action to move. Okay. And then he did... 1 action to move. He's going to do 1 action to search, give himself the advantage.
You already did a search.
So I cancel out the second search, the disadvantage. Cool. He's gonna find you. Gosh. Now 20.
But that's all your actions.
You wish.
You have more than 4 actions?
Let me see his movement. His movement is... Come on, what's his movement? 5? He was... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, you were just out of reach. He comes charging towards you and stuff. It whisked around, and it's just like presence is growing, and you are just out of reach of him. Okay, so he has a 2 range for his whip. As you can see, all of a sudden, a crackling of a whip coming whipping around. Okay, it is going to end its turn.
Okay. Now let's shoot at him. Okay, so advantage.
You know that you have some running space.
Yeah, I know running space. We're gonna do acid. Okay, so 19.
You said a 19, and you said you're doing acid. Is that part of your ability, kind of, to be able to
strike?
Gotcha.
So I can basically tip my arrow and then fire.
Yep. Cool. I guess you have a pouch ready and stuff to go. You just quickly dunk your arrow, and it is just dripping. You can hear the sizzling of it, and you wrap it around, aim it, and it shoots straight toward the head of this thing. So what was the roll again?
It was a 19.
So 19 is going to be a heavy hit.
Cool. So it's going to be 3 damage. Sorry, 5 with this.
What's the physical damage?
3 physical, 2 poison.
3 physical. Okay. So actually, let me get 6. Chunky. And 5. Okay, cool.
And then you also have to make a might save.
A might save. Oh, gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Agility save. Because I said acid, right?
Yep.
So it's 2 corrosion damage, not 2 poison. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. But still.
Mm-hmm. Darn it. Of all the conditioned immunities that he has on here and stuff, acid isn't one of them. Well, sure, I'm hear it. So that's going to be you said a agility save, so it's going to be a 18.
That was a might save.
Might save, so that's going to be a 13.
Oh, wait, no. That was agility.
Yeah.
Sorry. 17?
Yeah, 18.
18. No, it's going to be... yeah, you're good.
Cool.
You're good.
It just goes right through his head and stuff, and the fire just fumes.
You're just not...
burning away all the... not burning away the acid, but just, yeah. Burning the arrow that's sticking out of him, I guess. Cool.
Okay, and now I'm going to move, and I'm going to stealth myself this time around.
You move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you said you're going to try to stealth, right?
Uh-huh.
There are buildings and stuff around here and stuff. You can probably try to pop your way in or through a window. A lot of it's broken down and run down, okay?
It's an 18 for my
It's 18 for your stealth. Is that what you're doing, or you want to hide behind this corner?
Oh no, I want to be stealthy.
Yep.
I disappear. I become one with the darkness.
No, yeah, I'd probably do that. You're actually, because that's as far as you can move. You just pretty much hide in the darkness and stuff. There's a bunch of like broken up pieces of wood and stuff. You kind of slide around as it kind of like fumes with fire, and it kind of just looks in your direction as it lost focus for a second. And
you said there was a bunch of like hanging
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Draperies.
hanging stuff, probably about like 20 feet high.
Oh,
Appears to be like some chains and stuff hanging from building to building and stuff. Okay.
gotcha. I thought it was all
And with that,
draperies.
you can notice a lot of cracks in the grounds and stuff of where you are. Okay. He is going to go ahead and he's. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, darn your hide action. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this was a bit obvious.
No, I just like become one
Yeah,
with the wall.
this is a bit obvious. There's nothing around here. There's no wood here. You can't be hiding. No, you're hidden. Okay, so you said you rolled an 18, so part of your hide thing, I'm gonna go ahead and search for you. So I use one action to move. I'm using my second action to seat your 18. I forget how the um, search. Let me see. Oh, actually, you have to contest it, I believe.
Is it like trickery
Search.
versus?
So locate creature or object awareness versus your stealth.
Sorry, I had this still. Or do I have to re-roll it?
Stealth. Um, awareness versus stealth. Successful. Locate until the end of the turn. Okay. And you use the action to hide. Let me see.
Yeah. Well, I was. Yeah.
Surprise! This is like the first time I've ever had to like. These hide because usually you don't run. You usually fight until you kill my guy. Let us see. He is not too happy. Let us see. Cool. Yeah, they're like I said, we slowly learn things every day when we were playing this game. I should probably know this, truth be told. Let's see what we got. So we're gonna go for the hide action. Stealth. Stealth covers attempts to avoid being seen or heard by other creatures, such as sneaking about or hiding behind cover. These checks occur during the moment of possible discovery when the creature's hard to be seen. Sneaking, hiding, attempting to hide from a creature so they can't see you. Let's use the hide action. Forgive me, I probably should be better at this. Okay, you spend one action point to attempt to hide from one or more creatures that you can see and see. Make a stealth check against the opposing creature's passive awareness. So what did you roll again? You said a
18.
18. Cool, success. You become hidden from the creature whose passive awareness you beat, making you unseen and unheard by them. You remain hidden until you make noises louder than whisper or make an attack in the spell. A hidden creature. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to find you. So I'm using an action to search. So let's go ahead and try to. What is it for search? SEAR. Searching action. Investigation. No, intelligence. I think where's the search action at? Skill-based actions, combat, analyze creature. Sorry guys, let's see. You spend one action point to attempt to locate one or more hidden things. Hidden creatures attempt to locate the hidden creatures in the area. Make an awareness check against the stealth check of any hidden creature. Success, you know the location of the hidden creature. Until the end. Okay, awesome.
So you
Let's
beat my.
do this. I had to beat a what? 19?
You're my 18.
18?
Right?
Yeah, he moved. And he's not happy.
Sure, he's not happy.
I'm trying to see if we can do anything else. Okay, let me move you out of the way. Okay, he is here, and then he's gonna go ahead and search for you. Let's see his passive awareness, blinds. Okay, but I'm curious what blindside is. I forgot. Probably should be because he just coach just went through a lot of the sites yesterday. explaining magical darkness blind sight, which I think it's if you can just detect the presence, you don't need to see them. Creatures with blind sight have the ability to see things within a specific range without using eyes. That's what I thought. Creatures without eyes that can use an echolocation are able to see things using blind sight. A creature with blind sight can see things that are invisible, that is immune to blinded, or can see unimpeded or concealable blind sight. Doesn't grant creature the ability to see behind cover. A creature with blind sight can see up to 5 spaces in any direction as if they could see normally. This includes invisible creatures within range, creatures that are partially or fully concealed and that aren't being covered. Now, question: does that basically negate? So within a 5 range, so you're in a 5 range of me. So I'd assume that I can detect your presence, but the thing is that you are hidden. You're using the hide action.
Right.
So I feel like that should still play into me being able to detect you, I guess.
If you pass close enough to me.
But I did roll an 18 plus.
So you beat my stealth roll. Anyway.
Yeah, majorly. Cool. Let's go ahead and just deliver that. And with that, all of a sudden, you can just feel fire erupting over at where you're at. And you can just feel the burning fires crushing the wood that you're hiding behind. And then he is going to go ahead and do... All of a sudden, you hear a loud explosion. And with that, a wave of fire surges through your path. So it's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. It's going to stop right here. And it is now behind you. You are going to have to make a save. It's going to be an agility save, please.
Agility save.
Correct.
Okay.
As all of a sudden you just get hit with these flames, and you then are on, not just say you're on fire, but Tara begins burning and is blinded until the end of its next turn. Okay, so you're burning and you're blinded until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Okay, as you feel the ash just hits you and stuff, you're going to take... Embers. Flying. Each creature passes must succeed in agility save. Target begins burning and is... Okay, so it is your turn, so you can take 1 burning damage.
But I'm resistant to fire, so how does that
I believe
work?
that doesn't work for the 1 damage.
Okay.
I think we talked about it originally with Pete's character. I could be wrong though. I can't remember. I remember we talked about it. We were like, oh, he's resistant by 1, but he's doing 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Fire damage. Cool. And you are blinded.
Cool, so I can't see anything.
Nope. You can hear this thing.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
Cool, so I'm gonna use an action to put myself out.
Okay.
And then I am going to I want to do another knowledge roll. I mean, I can't do any attacks or anything. So I'm gonna be like feverishly trying to remember more about this creature, to try to be able to get out of here alive, essentially, right?
Yes. Yeah, this is not a...
11. So I beat...
So you're basically analyzing the creature, correct?
Right, exactly. And by succeeding on a knowledge roll, I also gain my stamina point back.
Cool.
So I get more lore on it.
Cool. There we go. You get to learn a lore about it. Okay, cool. What you know about it is that a lore. I don't know any lore about it. A wrathful spirit formed from the ashes of those burned alive. These undead roam charred ruins and can reform themselves from the ash to continue their eternal pursuit of revenge. Until their soul is cleansed or given peace, they'll continue to be reborn at the location of their death every 24 hours.
Cool.
Okay.
So I need to give it peace.
Yes, maybe.
I rolled you a piece.
Good luck with that. Anything else for your turn?
Can I like grope my way blindly? I do. Tremor senses. Watch this. So I'm gonna do a move action.
Okay, you got one less. Each movement takes one more
Okay.
because
so
you are blinded.
I can move 2 spaces then, or 3.
Correct.
And then for my last action, I'm going to do a dodge action. So I'll move.
1, 2. Does that work, or do you want this? Obviously that probably, because you can go. And you're like, let me move the camera. All right then. Cool. You have the dodge action now. Cool. He is going to surge up to you. I don't know how I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm. I'm ready to like kind of like show off this monster, but it's like, how are you doing?
I have 5 health.
Okay, let's do this then. He moves. First action. He's going to use his second action to go ahead and attack you with the whip comes out, and you can see just a crack of fire as it whips, and he's going to attack you with it. He's going to go ahead and add an ability to it, and he is going to go ahead and give himself a advantage on that.
When she's this die.
He already has advantage because you're blinded until the end of his next turn. Okay. Target begins burning and it is blinded until the end of its next turn. So you're no longer blinded anymore. So that was called. So I got advantage plus I'm adding ability to it.
But you only get to roll once because I had the dodge action.
Gotcha. So that's going to be a 11.
Nope.
Right? Yeah. 11. It cracks through the air and smashes into the stones and stuff. You can see the fire, the burn of it on it and stuff as you duck out of the way in mid-seconds. Okay, that's gonna be it for him. Ooh.
Right. I'm getting mad now. Okay, you want to go after me? Let's do this thing. Okay. We're gonna do a hunter's mark.
Cool. You are focused on him. As you, I'm assuming, are pulling out your blades?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, first martial attack against your target has advantage and ignores PDR.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're...
Nope. You're good.
Okay, cool. Let's do this. First attack. 21? Non-natural 21?
Non-natural 21?
Yep.
That is going to be a brutal hit.
Okay.
What's the physical on it?
It's 3 physical.
You said 3 physical?
Yes.
Any other?
Now this says if you score a heavy or critical hit against the target, you automatically grant a D8 help die to the next attack made
That's
against the targets.
Correct.
I get a D8 help.
Yes.
For my next.
I'll give that to you.
Cool.
As your blade just clips and slashes through the lower part of his body. Okay. A bunch of amber and dust kind of break off of him and stuff. It kind of howls. Okay, as your blade slings around, and then you go and you race your other blade. I'm assuming you're doing your
Yes, I am going to do that. And then I'm going to add a maneuver to it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attack and then power it up. And then I also get the base. Which I didn't think I was gonna need it. Okay. $26 non-natural.
26 non-natural. Let me take a look and see what it says. That's a brutal hit.
Just a brutal.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a brutal hit. I think actually there's something where if you go beyond, you can do an additional more damage beyond brutal. I don't know. I have to kind of read into it and stuff.
wait, was the one before brutal or heavy?
The other one was brutal as well.
Oh, so it should have
Yeah.
been 4 damage. Oops.
Jeez.
My bad. So it's gonna be 5 total damage this time because of the brutal hit and then the fact that I powered it up as well.
Gosh. I didn't get to use this guy that much. Come on.
It's-
Boom. And you are just like exhausted. Were you taking the
I
negative?
was taking the negatives.
I
rolled like a
too.
19.
Basically, she's taking
Plus
the
one.
negatives for exhaustion, so she's rolling her dice and taking -2
-3.
and -3 every roll because she didn't get a long rest.
But thankfully, I was rolling
Rolls are
16s
good.
and 19s, so I was like,
I know.
okay, and then I have a +5. I take away 3, but it's still okay.
I know.
And then with the D8 help die, I rolled a 7. So that was pretty handy.
So this is the Cinder guys. I put his name right? Yeah, I said it right.
Yeah.
Cinder guys, he's a level 3, and I put him a little low on his health. I put him at a 9 just in case because she was pretty low on her health. And then, yeah, I mean, it could play pretty well and stuff. I'm pretty sure it'll probably play a lot more fun or two when you more people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you took him down. You quickly just whip the blade around and stuff, and then you
wanna
step back,
dance?
press against, and then you slash him across the, and all of a sudden the ashes and the embers fly all around you, and just fall to the ground, and they kind of start to
Just like
sizzle
stand
out.
there epically, just with like my
Yeah.
swords down, just like.
And with that,
Bam.
all of a sudden you can hear a howling. And
Oh.
then the green blaze above you and stuff, and then it starts drifting in your direction. Cool. Get out of there.
Yeah.
Cool. You start racing down this corridor that you were, going down originally, and you can see what appears to be a very. Let's go ahead and roll for an awareness. Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. $16.
With a 16, you quickly dash through the way. The ghost is charging where you were, but as you come around, you quickly grab to this door to bang it open, and you bash it open, and then you can see what appears to be a darkness in this room as you pop it open, but a weird glow. And then as you look, the glow quickly goes out, and then it is dark, and then the darkness dissipates. And then all of a sudden you can see Toggle sit up, and he says, "So what are you doing? I told you to." And he quickly gets up, and then he goes over to the window and he looks out, and he pull over Toggle.
Toggle.
Because Toggle is off the map. Come here, you. He looks out the window and stuff, and yeah, you can see what appears to be this, the original one that kind of attacked you guys, coming and drifting close around, but not noticing much. He freezes. He just doesn't stay still, and then gradually this figure kind of drifts away. He looks at you and he says, "Did you get the rest that you needed? What? Hope you weren't reading your books too loud like you usually do."
Brush the cinders and embers off my skin. I had a visitor.
He kind of points to the corner. He says, "The couch over there in the corner. If you want to take a long rest in it, I'll keep an eye out for you. I'll let you know if there's anything. You need it."
What makes you say that?
Did you even bring my cloak back, at least?
Yeah, my new friend took it.
Because how the heck do you expect me to take you to the end of the
It wasn't my fault. I was laying there reading perfectly quietly, and it caught on fire. And it wasn't me. So, just saying.
I see. With that, let's go ahead and do this. I'll give you a bonus for your awareness. You're going to do it for no activity at all, I'm assuming. Okay?
Nope. I'm passing out.
Yep. Go ahead and roll for an awareness as well.
I don't want
I know you don't want to.
13.
Cool. It'll be the DC of 10.
Okay, good.
And with that, nobody bothers you for the 4 hours. You kind of just close your eyes. And you just keep thinking about this figure that came and attacked you and stuff, okay? And then as you're drifting off, you can see what appears to be this fella sitting underneath a tree and reading a book. Okay? And you wake up from your 4 hours of rest, and you are able to gain your... So you took 4 hours? You can spend...
I use my rest points.
Okay. So what health are you at now?
9.
9. Congratulations.
I get my rest points back, right?
Let's see.
Yes, first half regain all rest points.
Yep, you regain all your rest points.
But I can't use anymore.
Again. So 4 hours, no activity. Cool. And then benefits, spend the rest points, okay? And then first half, you regain short rest plus regain all your rest points. And on the second half, you regain a long rest features. You regain all mana points. You remove Doom. And
I get rid of an exhaustion.
You can get rid of exhaustion. So you had no activity. So if you want to do another hour, you want to try to roll for again? For another rest? No activity?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'll give you the benefit. How'd you do?
Yeah, that one.
That's what I thought. Yes. Cool. And
with that, that's the end of our stream. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
You wish. Yeah. And with that, he says, why don't you just take a rest? No, you can see him. He kind of is like falling asleep. You can see him drifting and just leaning over the windowsill and stuff. And with that, all of a sudden, in the windowsill, you could see what appears to be the same figure of the ghost looking through, and Toggle is passed out as you wake up. And as you wake up, you can see the 3 spirits around you.
And they see
floating closer.
Yes, I hear, Toggle!
And then he jumps up and he says, "Oh, I was looking out. Thankfully there's not," and he turns and he sees the face and he's like, "Okay. No, I guess there was a face."
Both fronts, let's go.
And with that, we'll go ahead and end it.
Yeah.
Yep. So this should be good. We'll go back and do a battle and stuff like that. Yeah.
Just what I always wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, yeah, just if you missed some of the episode, just go back and watch it and stuff. We have a couple more episodes and stuff. So right now she's running through Zacupus.
Yeah.
And we'll see where it ends soon.
I think we're going to try to aim for streaming on Monday nights. It kind of just depends on how the work week goes and everything. But yeah, we're hoping for Monday nights. So keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be around the same time, 8 o'clock. Yeah. And stay tuned. We're also hoping to start doing some Pokemon DC20 here in the very near future. So we're really excited about that.
Yep. So
yeah.
With that, you guys have a good night.
Night.